Thinking about starting a ketogenic lifestyle? Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Noah from Keto as a Family, and today I wanted to address a couple topics quickly about beginning a ketogenic lifestyle for you, your family, and your friends. A lot of questions that I'm asked are, is the ketogenic diet safe? Is it safe for children? Is it sustainable? And what about using products to supplement a ketogenic lifestyle, such as exogenous ketones? So let's start with, is a ketogenic lifestyle safe? And the answer is yes. All of the research has shown that a ketogenic lifestyle is safe and is beneficial towards your overall health. Not only do you lose weight, start to feel more energy, sleep better, but it also helps to reduce inflammation, and it helps reverse and or thwart off. What about ketosis is so special? Ketones are made by the liver when your body breaks down fat. It sends these little fat packages to the liver converts it into ketones, which your body then uses as energy instead of glucose. Entering into nutritional ketosis takes several days, sometimes up to a week or so, depending on the person's age, weight, gender, and health status. Maintaining nutritional ketosis, which is defined as a ketone blood reading of 0.5 to 3.0 millimoles per deciliter. I know that sounds like some type of fancy science term, but that's easily done by pricking your finger and testing your beta-hydroxybutyrate. That's the one that circulates in the blood. You can also buy the sticks that you can test in your pee to see if you're passing acetone. But as you progress into ketosis, you will not pass as much acetone through your urine or out through the breath as the amount of beta-hydroxybutyrate circulating in your blood. And as I mentioned before, that's the most accurate form that is used. We use it in the hospital when someone comes in with a metabolic problem. We test their ketones via the blood, and we look for their beta-hydroxybutyrate level. So some people try to achieve ketosis quicker by using what we call exogenous ketones. And exogenous is a fancy word for saying from outside of the body versus endogenous, which is inside what your body makes. Now, I've done a lot of research and come up with a theory that exogenous ketones are not needed. That a person who is merely trying to reach nutritional ketosis for dietary and lifestyle benefits does not need to supplement above and beyond the ketone level, the beta-hydroxybutyrate level that your body will make by breaking down fat and processing that fat as fuel. So you might be asking, then why are so many people selling beta-hydroxybutyrate or exogenous ketones? I think it's helpful in a few cases, and those cases are helping folks with neurodegenerative diseases, such as mentioned before, whether it be Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, dementia, Parkinson's disease. Those are the cases where it may be harder for that person to consume enough fat to achieve and or maintain high enough beta-hydroxybutyrate levels or BHB levels to be therapeutic and or helpful to them. Because those folks, their level is going to need to be higher than the folks who are merely in nutritional ketosis for weight loss and overall health. Because the brain, in some of those conditions, such as Alzheimer's for instance, which is now being classified as diabetes type 3 in a lot of the new up-and-coming research, the brain has an issue with adapting to and using glucose as fuel. So these cells begin to die, make plaques and tangles, and we're finding that by switching their fuel source to ketones, those cells are not dying at the same rate, and it can actually slow progression in some of these diseases. Now the research is still new on this and still forthcoming, but it looks very promising. Also, another area where exogenous ketones are helpful is with neonates. Neonates are new babies under the age of 28 days old. And this is helpful by supplementing their diet with beta-hydroxybutyrate when they suffer from severe seizure disorders that medications are either A, too strong for their little bodies, or B, unhelpful. Throughout my career as a nurse, I have seen many children and adult patients who are helped by adding beta-hydroxybutyrate or exogenous ketones, and some simply by living in a ketogenic state, reduce their amount of seizures, and some patients even become seizure-free. Matter of fact, up until the invention of the first anti-seizure or anti-epileptic medication, ketosis was the real only form of treatment, and it was successful. We have found that maintaining a nutritional ketotic state and or slightly higher for those with neurogenic diseases is extremely helpful and can help arrest and stop the progression of diseases. And then people ask me, is it safe for children? And my answer to that is yes. Because people have been on a ketogenic lifestyle since the beginning of time. Was it labeled that? No, it was called survival. Simply put, there are no deleterious effects or harmful effects that have been proven since mankind has been eating against a ketogenic lifestyle that would deem it to be unhealthy for children or for anyone for that matter. However, as with any drastic change in a lifestyle or diet, I do recommend that you consult with your doctor, pediatrician, whoever your healthcare provider may be who oversees your health. Have a talk with them, go over the pros and cons, have some blood work done for a baseline, and you will see that not only is the ketogenic lifestyle healthy, but beneficial. Even with my own children, their lab work had shown that they were severely insulin resistant and extremely close to being labeled as a type 2 diabetic. Since living a ketogenic lifestyle for nearly 7 months, their blood work has now come back that they are insulin sensitive and are out of the danger zone of being considered a type 2 diabetic. Now, this isn't something special that just one family can do. Our mission as Keto as a Family is to spread the word about nutritional ketosis and living a nutritional ketogenic lifestyle, that you can reduce insulin resistance, lose weight, reduce blood pressure, and feel better generally. Some people say, where's the evidence? Where's the research that ketogenic lifestyle in a pediatric or in children is safe, effective, and sustainable? And what I would say to that is, all we have to do is look around at the overconsumption of processed foods such as sugars and carbohydrates, whether it be food or liquid, that has led to an obesity crisis, an obesity epidemic, and some would even say an obesity pandemic. The standard American diet, or the westernized diet for that matter, which has spread throughout the world, is leading to more and more cases of childhood obesity, where we're finding that children are becoming type 2 diabetics and severely insulin resistant at younger and younger ages, based merely on the overconsumption of these processed foods. Now, I'm not trying to fat shame anyone or food shame anyone. However, I am concerned about the health and well-being of others, not only as a nurse, but as a father and as a husband, but as somebody who wants to get this content out to help others. I go to sporting events with my children and I look around, I see moms, dads, and grandmas, and coaches, and everyone who means well. They have their children enrolled in these sporting events to help them be healthy and teach them that activity is good and foster camaraderie between their friends, feeding their children processed sugars and carbohydrates. Now that breaks my heart, because that leads and is contributing to obesity. It can't be disputed that overconsumption of processed foods such as sugar and carbohydrates lead to obesity and chronic diseases such as diabetes. It's time for us to do something about this, to give our children a fighting chance so that they are not marching on the treadmill towards diabetes. Offer them foods that are real foods, foods low in carbohydrates, high in fat, moderate in protein. I know that might sound scary and like a novel idea, and some of your healthcare providers might not know enough about the subject that they might be concerned. We have proven time and time again that obesity is a hormonal and genetic driven disease. Because a calorie is not merely a calorie. 100 calories of olive oil will not do the same thing to your body as 100 calories of cake. And no one can dispute that. The cake will cause a spike in glucose, a spike in insulin, and turn the body into a fat storing machine. The olive oil has little to no influence on the glucose and the insulin and lets the body continue to burn fat. So that's why I would say helping yourself, your family, and your children to feel better, look better, and prevent disease in the future is the best thing you could possibly do for them. If you're new to this channel and liked what you've seen, I hope you click the little bell down below, subscribe, so every time I put something new on video, you're the first one to know about it. Leave a comment below. There's no such thing as a dumb question. I'd be more than happy to answer questions about how my family and I have succeeded and continue to succeed with living a ketogenic lifestyle for over 7 months and almost 400 pounds lost between the 6 of us. And our blood work has all come back great, from my wife and I to all 4 of our children. Please also check us out on our socials listed here, Facebook, Twitter, and also on Instagram. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.